versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the UMass Minutemen, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Flames will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. UMass quickly back to the line. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. UMass will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Liberty's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Etienne. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Liberty. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive. Just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception, get penalties, and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jean-Pierre. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. UMass quickly back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this guy just stays on the roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation, you know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Marshall was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Chad Pennington used to deliver in his days there in Huntington. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover... At the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. UMass quickly back to the line.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, They're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. UMass will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And that is the final play of the quarter. And guys, Liberty has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense working from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They go to the ground. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
he's going for the big play. Touchdown Flames! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The UMass offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he's brought down after a nice gain. UMass quickly back to the line.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Liberty.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Dumps it off in the flats. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the field goal unit is on the field. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job.
Looking for a deep man. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Liberty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. UMass quickly back to the line. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Back open in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. looking to throw on second down. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. The 30, the 20. Touchdown Flames. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Southern is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This quarterback... I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. On the run, it's Thorne. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
At the 45, on his way. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Liberty! And the punishment has been extended.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Wells. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look, and the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. When you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
At the 15, he's loose. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. UMass will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Flames! And the route is on. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
42, UMass 6.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches there.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets a block. Wide open and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched. Darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Motion from the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 25 over Washington State. Your boy KC has you covered here in the studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Braves. And the pummeling has started. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. The UMass offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Liberty! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Quickly complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run to the right. Shakes off the tackler. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He got it. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff. It's Thorne. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Running back searching for a hole. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Flames will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UMass offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Looking to move it through the air. Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. Feeling some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game. Throwing it, running it, they have been completely dominated.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Here's the give off the left side. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Flips it out to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to fire on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one,